It's TBIC, the best in sports entertainment here live in Power from USA. TNS Media Group is the team. So we had a situation last night in the NFL. We had an NFL player who refused to go into an NFL game after the coaches decided to put him in the game. He said, "Hey, I'm not playing in the game. I don't want to go in the game. I'm not going in." And then he ended up walking like late in the fourth quarter. He ended up walking to the tunnel with a towel over his head. Vondre Campbell, he's a linebacker for the San Francisco 49ers. He said, "Hey, listen, I'm not playing." The Niners were already losing, and they had some players who were out with other linebackers who were out with injuries, so they couldn't even get into the game. And then they told the player, Mr. Campbell, to get in the game. Mr. Campbell said, "No, I'm not getting in the game." For me, if you're being paid, right, you're getting paid every game to go out there and play. I'm not saying I don't know what's going on, but for me, if you're being paid to get into a game or have a position with the organization, and they tell you to get in the game, and you decide not to get in the game, unless there's something, you had an injury we don't know about, or whatever the case may be, and you say I'm not getting in, but you still accepted that check that they cut for you at the end of that game. What's your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on that, man, he should be fined. He's talking about he's not getting. You get game checks. Each game you get paid for in the NFL.
Yeah.
So you got what, 16 to 17 weeks of game checks. He should be cut. You not cut, but excuse me. You should be docked. Yeah. The whole check. This is what you get paid. This is what you get paid to do. You get paid to go out on the field and perform. That's like me telling the boss I'm not coming into work today. What happens when you do that? Either you're fired or you ain't getting paid.
Yeah.
So the same thing should go for them. And then it's an arrogance with him. How do you say you're not going on the field? You're employed to do this. This is what you get paid to do. It's not because you want to do it. It's something that you woke up and just decided to do that day, whereas though you can make the decision if you're going to play this play and take this play off. No, this is your job. Yeah. So by him doing that and showing that type of action, this is showing the players like, the other players on the team, he ain't going. No, you have to root it out right then and there. Either cutting or docking tremendously to where though he don't do it again.
Yeah, I mean, they spoke to the head coach, Mr. Shanahan, after the post-game conference. And he's like, "What are you going to do? What's your thoughts? So, like, how are you guys going to handle this?" He said, "Well, we're going to probably make a decision, but in my opinion, I probably would have cut him, man, because if you allow people to do those type of things within your organization, say I'm just walking out on my job or my obligation, and you allow people to walk out and do that.
On the job.
Yes, you allow people to do that. You're setting a precedence, meaning that you're taking just anything, allowing people to do anything. Now, if Mr. Campbell had an issue where as though he couldn't play, he was hurt, I understand. You should have let the coaches know, "Hey, I'm hurt, I can't play." But for you just to decline not to come in the game, if this is the case, you declined to come in the game for no apparent reason, no injury, you didn't fear for your life, your health, or whatever the case may be, and you decide to forego entering the game and walk back to the locker room. If that was me, I would have cut you right there on the spot. I'd have been cut. Don't even, hey, just go home. And you would have flew home. I think they played in LA yesterday, and you would have flew home on a separate plane or however you would have got.
Or drove or walked.
Yeah, because we're not sitting back accepting that type of mentality, because you have a team. Your team is on the cusp of trying to make a playoffs. I mean, they're on the outside looking in, but you need everyone to be full throttle because people are playing for a championship. We're playing for a goal, and then you decide to say, "Hey, I'm not playing football. I'm not entering the game," and your team is right there. You guys are in place to win.
This is your job. This is his job. How he pays his family or whatever it is that he does with the money that he receives from participating in these games. You just can't not show up to work.
Exactly.
There has to be a price to pay. In his case, either cut or a major docking.
Yeah, I mean, if there isn't a valid excuse, me personally, I probably would have said, "Hey, I don't need people like that around me because I'm trying to accomplish something." No matter, you win and lose with your team. If you guys are in it to win it, you know what I'm saying, and you guys come up short, we're going to win together, we're going to lose together. But you saying, "Hey, I'm not being a part of it," but if the team is able to make the playoffs, possibly make a Super Bowl run, then you would want to hold that trophy at the end of the day. So for me, without any valid excuse for his actions, I believe that he should be cut. Hate to see someone lose their job, but me as an organization, I would have definitely got rid of him, got him out of there. Anything else you want to add?
No, that's it.
Yeah, you heard it here first, man. It's TBIC, the best in sports entertainment.
and only Pete Crack. I'm live in the building with my brother Hollow Man. Here to check out the new clothing line, all the new fly stuff he got for the summer. I know he well known for like custom making stuff, you know, one-on-one type of vibe. That's really what I came here for, but I bumped into a sweatsuit. I'm a sweatsuit North Philly type of kid. This is my favorite color, so that's what we doing today. But definitely got a lot of stuff coming up this summer, a lot of music, a lot of visuals, and I'm gonna need his hand in it, you know what I mean? Custom made stuff, one-on-one, nothing off the rack. Hollow Man, I need you, baby, let's go. Ring.